Ooh, raindrops. Yeah. So Belle Collective season 3 is back. So
Honestly.
of course, after that episode, honey, that premiere, I had to talk to the goddess, the beauty doll, the mogul, the millionaire, allegedly.
Honey, this is not Riri. No alleged.
No Marie Shade today until the reunion. Now, so of course, I'm talking about y'all girl, my Libra sis. Some folks call her pumpkin. Latrice Rogers.
Reginald, listen, we have a lot to talk about because this first episode, um, yeah, yeah, it was it was intense, and for the most part, me and my husband, we was in separate rooms after this episode.
Ooh.
I was like, babe, listen.
Well, let's hold off on that for a second and let me just ease into this. This is the 3rd season of Belle Collective. Did you ever think this show would be as successful as it has become?
Honestly, I can say yes. You picked an amazing group of women for one. And I mean, this is a Kingdom Reign production. One thing about you guys, you're gonna pull teeth. Listen, you're gonna get it out of us. Because just notice like first season, I was so like in my shell and I didn't want to reveal a lot. And just so passive. Like now it's like, what's up? Let's go. And each season, like I feel like we get more and more transparent and more raw. Like that's the thing about Belle Collective. Other than any other show, to me, we're the rawest.
Now, listen, I will say this because people love, well, first of all, thank you for the compliment. I have an amazing team at the company who are as equally invested in the show
Yes.
like I am. But what's funny is when you have a lot of shows, people like to compare them. So, for example, I have Love and Marriage Huntsville. I have Love and Marriage DC.
Love them.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. And people compare those. And then we have Belle Collective, and people compare that to my other shows. I will say this, though. Belle Collective is so different and special in its own way because of the cast, the city of Jackson, the Southern Bellness, the way you guys are like super successful, but also super shady. And it's so real and raw. And one of the things that people are noticing is I'm purposefully putting Black cities on the map that are often ignored. So by you being a Black girl from Jackson, what have you heard from the community in terms of the fact that you guys are representing the city well and representing Black female entrepreneurs?
Oh my God, literally everywhere that I go, because I've always been an activist in the community. So anything that I do, they always rally behind me and in full support. And with the show, because nobody really noticed Mississippi. And when Belle Collective came out, like you have people now, oh my God, I want to come to Mississippi. And just the people in the state, like, thank you guys so much. Like they did like even when you stay in a state, it's still certain things that you don't know about this state. So we open up a lot of, we just shed a lot of light on so many different things, whether that's, Ferris Street or just whatever. But the people here are so appreciative and so supportive, which that's the thing that I love about Mississippi and just being in the South, period, like just hospitality and, being appreciative.
You also have haters though, too, right?
I didn't want to mention them. You don't want to make them relevant. And of course, in the same sense, as much love as we get just as much hate. And that just comes with the territory. But, I had to learn because I'm a leaver. So I'm always like, oh my God, why don't this person like me? And I'm always trying to figure out like, why don't this person like me? And that's you. That's your issue why you don't like me. I had to, once I got that through my head, then everything was a go. Like, hey, I can see you or not see you. I'm still good. You don't control my life. You don't live my life. So, it is what it is. So haters.
Well, yeah, after hater shot, I'm a Libra too. And listen, I'm older than you, although I don't look it. So I will say this: once you reach my big age, as a Libra, all of that goes out the window. When I say to you, and this is some advice for you, because you have changed in a good way since season 1, because you are way more confident in being on the show. You are way more transparent, way more vulnerable. You were a star when I first met you. I just knew. I was like, this girl has the I and the T. As you continue to prosper, what I can guarantee you is this: you are going to continue to be successful as long as you know not everybody is meant to be in your life.
Yes.
And they're going to expose themselves to you. All you got to do, Tree, is sit back and you're going to be like, why are all these people dropping like flies? It's because God has exposed them and he's removing them. And you can't pay attention to those. What I say to you, I literally could care less who likes me. I love my raindrops, and that's my tribe.
That is it. Like, the people that I love, you said I love my tribe. Oh, child, my little lace coming up. Gotta make sure she's
the lace is lacing and the glue is gluing, honey.
Yes, but that's so real. Like, that's just so real. And that's reality. And, even with some of the girls on the show, like, I didn't think that our relationship would go in that direction. But, the more you go in life, the more people reveal themselves, as you said. And you just have to take people for what they are and appreciate it, that God put it in your sight.
So let's get into Belle Collective, season 3 premiere. You have always been known as this woman who is self-made. You are successful when it comes to the hair business. Before that, how do you feel about Beyonce coming for your coins, honey? Beyonce is allegedly about to start a hair care line.
Welcome, honey. Welcome. One thing about it, look, I love me. B is my girl. And, she called and was like, can I jump into the... Look, I wish.
She called you? Okay.
I wish. But no, I just feel like I don't care who does what. They can do the exact same thing as me. Even though it's B, I'm still me. And look, my coin is not going to stop on the account that B's dropping a hairline. I'm not going to miss out on the coin. So,
yes.
Welcome to the circle, B. Love you.
And a little tea for you. I never told anyone this. I don't think I never told the cast this. So you're the first cast member to hear this. Let's just say somebody in Beyonce's camp reached out to me. I'm not gonna say he or she because I don't want people to be all speculative. All I'm going to say is this person reached out to me. They're in Beyonce's camp and said, Belle Collective is your best show. Like, this person is obsessed with Belle Collective.
Really? Oh my gosh. I'm one step closer to being my friend. Listen, this is a sign from God.
Yes. So I thank this person. So listen, I don't know if Beyonce watches it, but I have heard that she does watch reality TV. And so, look, all I'm going to say is Goddess Lentz and Ivy Park Hair should do a collaboration.
I am here because I'm here for that. Reginald, make it happen.
I'm here for that too. Now, what a lot of people aren't here for is your friend Joshy.
Yeah.
Some people are not here for your friend Joshy. They think he is meddling in your marriage. They think he needs to stay in a friend/employee's place. I didn't say that, Josh. The girls did on Twitter. Um, how do you feel about people saying that you allowed Josh to have a strong opinion when it comes to your marriage?
I think for the most part, people are on the outside looking in and they only see bits and pieces. So what a lot of people don't know, like that first episode, it was kind of a bit much. Like literally, my husband and Josh, their relationship was so amazing. Like they would joke with each other. They joke hard and harsh jokes. That's just how they relate to each other. But after that, my husband, I don't know, he does this thing to where if he feels like somebody has crossed him and my look, we can go on and on about this story. I'm trying to shorten it up. Josh and my husband's relationship.
Mhm.
Because it was so hurtful because Josh is in my life. Like he's been a part of my life for over 10 years. Like I've known him even before I knew my husband. So he was a friend, from the beginning. And if someone's in your life, even though like he was there before me and my husband ever got married, right? Mm-hmm. So he had opinions from day one. And that was one of those things that I kind of let go because we was friends at that time and the relationship was new. So I never stepped in to be like, okay, Josh, this is my husband. So you need to really just stay in your place. I kind of just let it go from like when they first met day one. And that's my fault. I should have set boundaries so that it wouldn't have gotten to this magnitude because now my husband, he doesn't want to see Josh. He doesn't want to, Josh cannot be in the same room with him. Like it's always an issue, which you guys will see throughout the show. Like you'll definitely see. And it's so hurtful because now I'm in a place where, of course I'm always choose my husband, but I still love my friend. It's a lot.
No, and you're saying something that I think can help a lot of women who are married, even husbands for that matter. So one of the things you're saying that I am hearing is before you got married to Cliff, you unfortunately allowed Josh to have opinions about this man you were dating.
Yes.
And that sort of trickled into this man becoming your husband and Josh's opinions because Josh got so comfortable in stating his opinion about this man and you allowed it to happen is now has been increasingly difficult for him not to share it because you allowed him to, right?
Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's what I was basically trying to say.
Yeah.
Right. That's exactly correct. So it's, and I don't know. Well, I know which side I have to choose, which of course, husband hands down over friends. My husband is number one before my family, before anybody. That's my person, but I'm trying to get to this space to where him and Josh can coincide and that's not going too good. So look, Reginald, if you have any advice on that, maybe you can talk to him.
Well, look. One thing about me and my African, I don't allow anyone in my business. I'm gonna give you some advice. I've been with my African for 18 years.
Okay.
In the beginning, because we're all young, right? In the beginning of our relationship, I'm gonna be like, he did that. And my friend, listen, my friends, who I'm still friends with to this day, 18 years later, right? They never once shared their opinion about him. They never once said he's wrong for you. Y'all should break up. They never, to my friends' credit, they never once had an opinion. So that, because let's be clear, you break up, get back together, and he and I used to break up all the time. He's a Scorpio, I'm a Libra. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I never allowed anyone to come between me and my African, which is why now don't even, no, it's no.
Wait, what? That's the wrong finger, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm like. I'm not again. You like breaking news,
right? Breaking news. It's a promise ring.
Right. Exactly. Hey, so my advice to you is, don't let nobody in your marriage.
I don't like I said, that he's still opinionated when it comes to certain things. And what people don't see and what they will see is I do put Josh in his place, several times like, hey, hold up. this is my marriage. Like, respect my marriage, and I do that. But at the end of the day, Josh is going to be Josh, and I think like the lines were a little blurred throughout our friendship because now he doesn't understand like friend, boss, and my marriage. He still reverts back to day one treat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We saw tonight that you and Zaddy were living in separate bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
What was going on during that time to where y'all weren't cohabitating in the main bedroom?
Oh my God. It was so many things. Like in marriage, of course in marriage, you go through so many different emotions, and keep in mind, like we're around each other like 24/7. Even if we're not at home together, like he's calling me on the phone while I'm at work, and we'll literally have a phone sitting down while he's working and I'm working. So we're still like, yes, it's like that. My man, my man loves me.
Oh, that's what we're calling it, love. Okay.
My man love me.
So wait, y'all will be at work in separate locations?
Yeah, separate
and
locations.
Then he will call, will it be a FaceTime or a phone call?
Be a phone call.
and as you both are working, y'all are talking to each other, and it's sometimes y'all silent, but the phone is on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everybody get you a man like mine.
Oh, we want a man like that. Can I tell you a secret?
Well, yeah, that's fine. What secret? Wait, what secret we talking about?
Me and my man used to do that too. But guess what? We were in a long distance relationship, so that's why. Now y'all live in the same house, Latrice. So
We do. And it's okay. And it's definitely okay.
Okay.
But I mean, me and my man, it was like I needed a little space because he was on me so much about like having a baby and just things that, he wanted me to think the same way that he wanted me to think when it came to like businesses and just all of that because, we are starting new business ventures together. Like right now, I closed on my building for my retail store, got Twist 2.0, which you guys will see that as well, my long journey. And now we're actually in the process of closing on a 10,000 square foot building. Like when I talk about like buying a block back, that's actually what we're trying to do. And we're doing a restaurant in this specific building. So season 4. That's season 4. But anyway.
Claim it. So are you buying the block that Letitia and Akeisha were trying to do?
No. It's a different block. It's a different block. I'm gonna let Tisha and Akeisha have Fair Street block, but we're gonna call this Rogers block.
Not Mr. and Mrs. Rogers neighborhood.
Mr. and Mrs. Rogers neighborhood. So
yes.
He literally was wanting me to think like him, and I have my own mind. I respect my husband, and he's given me so much knowledge, but I feel like I've gotten to where I am now because of my drive, my determination, and the way that I actually think and handle business. So it was a lot, and I was like, listen, I don't need to hear from you anymore. I'm going to just sleep over here for a while. No babies, and I don't think like you. So it was, everything wrapped up in one. And it was a bit overwhelming.
When you bought this block, did SOGucci help you find the building?
Oh God, this was so petty. Like this is so petty and so.
I know because we listen, I used to call you and SOGucci like Thelma Louise, Sharon Dion, freaking crack. So what happened to where we saw that you and SOGucci aren't really SOGucci?
Okay, so the thing is, initially, one thing about it, like I'm willing to give anybody if I can help you make a coin, then that's just what it is. She didn't step up to the plate, and I move quick. And when I see a good deal, I have to go ahead and jump on it. unfortunately, another realtor found this building for me. Like Gucci showed me one building. Let's be frank. It was just one. And I appreciate her for that, but it wasn't like up to my expectations. I kind of gave her a vision of where I wanted to go. And I felt like she definitely dropped the ball because we stopped communicating. We were trying to get to know each other. So we weren't friends like, BFFs where we call each other every day. And I'm so busy to sometimes I can't, like, if you're not in front of me, I'm not focused on what's to the left or what's to the right of me. I'm only focused on what's in front of me. And if you're not in my everyday circle, then sorry. And she wasn't calling me. She wasn't saying, hey, Trace, let's go look at this building. So that was that. And this other realtor found the building for me. So, I closed on it. No hard feelings. Like, I would close on another building with Gucci any day of the week because I still have no hard feelings. Like, her issue is her issue. If you felt like, I backstabbed you or whatever, then that's fine. The thing is, other than, I feel like she let people into her head to form an opinion about me because outside of the realtor, she can't say that I've ever talked about her, that I've ever been malicious, that I've ever done anything towards her. So this petty, you closed with another realtor and you didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything to a lot of people. My mom didn't even know that I closed on the bill.
Look, because me and you are kind of alike, I went through something similar. But I'm gonna tell you what I did. Okay. Because I know me and you are so similar, which is crazy. Okay.
Libra.
I know it's a Libra thing. And so I know it's so true. So I had a realtor who's a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Long story short, it wasn't working out in terms of the house being sold. But what I did do, Latrice, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
What did you do?
What I did do, I gave her a phone call and I said it's not working out and I need to go into another direction, i.e. hire another realtor to help. And but I gave her, out of courtesy of our friendship, I gave her a phone call. So why couldn't you call SOGucci and say, hi, I found the building. I'm moving forward with this. I just wanted you to know before the Jackson Streets tells.
No, and I completely get that. This goes back to what I was saying first. So me and her, we don't have conversations every day. It was months. Like, she literally was not doing anything. So I felt like she was stagnant on her end. She didn't communicate like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a break with trying to find you a building. This goes back to what I was saying at first. Me and Gucci, we were developing a friendship. We are not friends. She wasn't communicating with me. It was months. Like, I may talk to her once every quarter, literally. So it wasn't the first thing on my mind to actually call her to let her know because this is something that we hadn't been talking about. We was way past like her showing me buildings. Like, it was really nothing. So I feel like, I didn't think twice about it, which is why I didn't even know she was mad at me. I thought we were good. You liked the picture?
Like, she liked the picture you posted of the new building?
Yes. When I closed, like, she liked the building and everything. It was the article that came out. Like, I don't know if she went and took her life back, but she definitely did. So I thought that we were good. And, me coming to the, of course, her fitness boot camp or whatever. And I'm like, where is all this animosity? Like, I just didn't get it because I honestly didn't know. I thought we were good.
I know they'll see that in next week's episode, and it's really, no, that's okay. It's really, really good. So speaking of friendships, one of the people who you came on the show with was Antoinette.
Yes.
The dentist, your girl. A lot of people liked Antoinette. And they wanted me to ask you, how is she doing?
Oh my God, Antoinette is doing great. She's traveling a lot. She's nourishing her new baby. I actually went and got my teeth whitened.
Her new baby?
Not a baby, but her new baby, mint venom.
Okay.
So I went and got my teeth white, and she's, still crazy, Antoinette. Yeah, she's doing great.
Okay. Hey, Antoinette, if you're watching, because I know you are.
Hey, Antoinette.
Hi, girl. Hey, boo. Okay, so one of the other things we saw in tonight's episode, obviously, has been the talk of Twitter.
Yeah.
It's you going to Embar with Joshy and your girl, and then all of a sudden you have a surprise visitor. And when I say to you, the look on your face when your husband walked in and you were sipping on the Hennessy, this was you. This was you, Latrice.
How was I doing it?
I was like, Latrice, I love you, but you look shook. You were shook. You were shook in.
Look, because I already knew it was gonna be so big. So at the end of the day, honey, let me take a few more sips of this Hennessy so I can cope. It's about to be some shit. I just knew it.
And this is what is so interesting. So when I cast you to be on the show, in your interview, you did say like, sometimes he follows me. I could be at the club and he's around. And I was like, okay, maybe she's exaggerating. But you've always, you to your credit, you've always said that like sometimes he pops up.
Mm-hmm.
It took 3 seasons for us to really see it. So when I saw it, when I'm watching the footage, I'm like, and I'm talking to the showrunner, like, is this? And they were like, he really followed. Does he have a tracker on your car?
No, he does not have a tracker on my car. But what we do, we have these little cellular devices that you can share your location. So we share our location. You and your man don't do that. I just want to make sure I'm safe, and I just want to make sure that he's safe.
Okay, so I watched this show at my raindrops do called Love After Lockup. And
I love After Lockup.
Do you know Monique and Derek?
Those are my favorite. Like, that's my favorite.
So
they're like the only ones that I watch. I will fast forward through. Sorry, you guys, but I will fast forward through every one just to get to Derek and Monique. They need their own show. See, Carlos, put EP.
Listen. I had them on the podcast. I love Derek and Monique on the show. So Monique has Derek's location, but she uses it to stalk him. So is this one of Zaddy's ways of keeping in control of you and your whereabouts?
I think so. I know a lot of people that track each other. I have my whole family, like all of their locations. We get up, like I get up every morning. I need to make sure that they're in a place that they need to be in. If anything's out of whack, then, I just need to function knowing that everything is okay. So I don't think that is controlling. Just,
So what went through your mind when you saw him pop up at the bar?
When I saw him pop up, what went through my mind is like, oh shit, like, let me leave. Because one thing I listen, that's a whole food. He's gonna put on the show. So I instantly knew, I was like, this is my time to leave. I don't want to cause any scene. And that is like my worst fear, being in public and somebody making a scene on me. And I'm like, oh my God. So it was like, oh shit, just get up calmly and let's go.
So are you, because you talked about obviously protecting the image in public. Obviously you have cameras following you. So when you went outside and he started cussing and fussing, are you concerned like, oh my gosh, cameras are here. What is the world going to be thinking right now?
Okay, so in that scene, I honestly did, because he literally he broke you guys' mic. You guys, look, they don't allow him to unmic. Look, Carlos is rude. Do not let Cliff unmic.
Cliff, you can't unmic it. You owe me some coins. Go ahead, though.
A few of them. So he literally, of course, snatched his mic off, broke it, and we walked outside. And in this instance, he was telling the camera crew, like, get that, I didn't know that they were actually still filming. And where they got this audio from, I said, what? When I saw it, I was like, what the hell? Because I know he literally forcefully said, get off my back, and they backed up. It was no mics on us or anything. So, look, camera crew did their job. So I just knew I had got away with that scene right now. So I was like, oh, they're not going to show that because there was no cameras, there was no mics, it wasn't any of that. And lo and behold, yeah. Carlos, you could have told me it was going to be aired. Or you could have cut it. Like,
not cut it.
Yeah, but
not cut it.
I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely embarrassing in a sense, but to know my husband is to love him. I had y'all little spat a few times.
Yeah, no, listen, Cliff. One thing I always say to people, when you're producing a reality show, is very intense. You have some great fun moments, some light moments, but you're following someone's reality, and there could be some intense moments. And I don't judge people in terms of how they may react to something, because I feel like that's you, and we are able to sort of just follow it and discuss it. It did appear that he was just so angry. So a lot of the fans were asking, like, why is he at level 10? Is it because you're out with Josh? And because he said something like, you're allowing Josh to talk about me, as if he felt that you were shooting the scene so that Josh can talk crap about him. Like, where did that heightened level of concern come from?
So it basically started where you saw us in the kitchen. And he felt like Josh disrespected him by saying certain things, like, this is my house, and certain things that, as the man of the house you should, or as, a guest of the house you shouldn't say, which I completely agree, like stay in your place when you're in somebody else's place. And he went through this whole stage of him feeling like I was always against him, or I was choosing Josh over him. And also that I seek Josh's opinion, and that we were talking about him, which in reality we wasn't. Like, that situation happened, and we kind of left it there. And honestly, I went to the bar with Amanda, and Josh was there. So it was kind of, Josh is a socialite. He's always on the scene. So technically, I didn't give Josh that invite, but my husband ended up coming, and Josh was there, and it kind of just blew up because it seemed like I was up to no good, which, I never talk about my husband, but, he was just insecure in that, in that instance, thinking that, Josh disrespected me. He's too vocal. He's in our marriage, and you're continuing to let him be in our marriage. So it's an issue with us. So that kind of like, heightened everything.
Yes, and we'll get more into this at the reunion. Where is Zaddy right now?
He is upstairs sleeping. I'm going to let him sleep.
You put him to sleep?
I put him to sleep.
Yeah. So he won't interrupt this interview. Okay.
Right.
Let's get into the rest of the season. When I say to you, and I said this publicly, this is the best season so far.
I think so.
This season is explosive. The trailer was released.
Yeah.
You and SOGucci get into it. We now know what started it. Y'all gonna have to watch to see how it gets finished. When I say to you, it is insane. More with Zaddy and Latrice. But I want you to talk about the fact that we have a guest appearance or guest appearances from Selena from Bring It, who her and SOGucci get into it at Latrice's event. And let's just say it was rowdy. Okay.
I can't wait to see how y'all edited that, honey. Look, they're gonna be like, is this on or VH1? No, I'm just kidding. I know y'all. Look, I know y'all edited that down. Just no raindrops. It went down.
It went down. It went down. Tell us about your friendship with Selena from the show Bring It. She is JJ's ex-wife. They were a part of, is it DD4L? Okay, DD4L. Let the fans know what they can expect from Selena this season.
Okay, so me and Selena, we've actually known each other for well over like 10 plus years. I first met her when I didn't know her, but Selena was kind of like one of my first clients to support Goddess Lens. And her girls would like model my hair, and we just developed a great friendship because her and my husband had a history. So now me and Selena have a history, and I absolutely love her. She's one of the most amazing women. Like, she's like me, like so peaceful and so sweet and just so humble. Like, love. Anybody would love Selena. But Selena definitely come in strong. You're gonna know Selena's here. Like, she has a presence, and her presence. Carlos, now y'all keep my girl off the show. So I'm trying to see like what. Like what are we talking about? Like what are we talking about? I feel like Selena would definitely make a great cast. I can see her as being a Belle. She's just like Southern class and just she walks with grace. But Selena and Gucci's relationship is very interesting to say the least, and I can't wait. Like, I'm literally on edge waiting to see this because I want to know how is that thing.
It's definitely something, and I'll leave it at that. My last question to you is this. Let the world know what they can expect from this season of Belle Collective. And like I said, I voted Belle Collective the best reality show of last year. And I'm not saying it because I created it, produced it, whatever. I'm saying to y'all, Belle Collective last year, no show topped Belle Collective. And I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. It was literally the best show of 2022.
I 10 toes down in it as well. But this season is just super explosive, like more transparency. Definitely, this season right here is the season, Carlos. When I say super explosive, like so much more transparency, I feel like actually all of the girls brought something different to the table, like that everybody can relate to. And they didn't sugarcoat, they didn't hide anything. Like, even when we tried, them camera crews found it and they was like, we, come on. So it's just us being authentic as we can be. And like I said, always just raw and real and uncut.
No, raw, real, uncut. I'm telling you guys, it's one of the best reality shows out there. And if I wasn't producing the show, I would be a fan of it. And it's funny because a lot of people caught on to this show late. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are like, no, y'all don't get it. Belle Collective is a great show, and it has formed this fan base where I can promote my other shows. And when I say to you, the raindrops and the fans harass me like, Carlos, congrats. Where's Belle Collective? Where's Belle Collective?
They want to see them girls.
They want to see them girls. We want more than 9 episodes. I can say to y'all exclusively, we are doubling the order of episodes this season. Every Friday night, 8:00 7 Central, Belle Collective, and every episode gets better and better. And it's truly an amazing season. I could not be more proud of it. More proud of you and the girls. And if you're not watching Belle Collective, wake the F up. It is truly top,
the top, honey.
It's top 3 of the best reality shows in the world.
And that's not allegedly, honey. Those are facts.
Not a legend, honey, and no cap. So Latrice, my baby, tell the girls where they can find you, follow you, support Godless Links, your hair care line, and everything else.
Okay, so you can find me on social media, Instagram, Latrice Rogers Official, Facebook, Latrice Rogers, Twitter, Latrice_Rogers1, and of course, Instagram, Goddess Links, Facebook, Goddess Links. Just Google the girl. She's Googleable.
She's Googleable. I love you, Latrice. When Zaddy wakes up, tell him I said hello.
Okay, Reginald, I surely will.
And I will see y'all soon.
Bye.